Good morning, everyone. It's your host, Bear Evans with Lil Mike Fight Night, and today we're gonna be going over Alex Pereira's new punch record. He broke the overall strongest punch record, smashing Francis Ngannou. So we're gonna cover that today. We're also gonna be covering some UFC 300 stuff. Why Justin Gaethje doesn't want to fight Islam Makhachev. I think that's going to be really interesting. And also the UFC 300 bonus as well, too. So with that getting started, let's go ahead and watch Alex breaking this record. This was given to us, I believe, by Full Send MMA. Let's go ahead and play it right now.
Oh my gosh.
Bro. Okay, did y'all see that? Let me go ahead and pause that. 191,796, okay? That was his overall punching. Now, let's go over and watch when Francis Ngannou broke the record, and you can see just absolute how much higher Alex scored. Let's see. This is from Epic Films. Let's go ahead and click play.
So amazing results today. Francis demonstrated a punching power just over 129,000 units. That's higher than the previous record of 114,000 demonstrated by kickboxer Tyrone Spong. This is the highest recording ever, not only here in the Performance Institute, but around the world.
Okay, that's pretty crazy. Alex Pereira literally smashed the world record that Ngannou placed. So 191 to 121,000. I mean, that's almost 2x. You know what I mean? It's for sure over 50% greater, which is insane. Pereira's hands, that's why when you're watching him and it looks like he just barely throws that hook, it always looks like it just clips someone and they just go to sleep. So this is the world two-time champion, kickboxing glory champion. He's also has held two separate championship belts in the weight divisions, not at the same time, but he's middleweight champion and now he's light heavyweight champion. He lost his middleweight championship in the rematch to Israel Adesanya, but now he's the light heavyweight champion of the world. And let me tell you, it is so much fun to watch him, and I cannot wait for his performance on UFC 300. That be going in, let's go over to some good news. That was good news too. But this part is pretty cool. This is going to be going over the press conference for UFC 300. This was posted here by UFC. Thank you so much for the amazing video. Now, Dana White, they were asking about the bonuses, if they're going to do anything special, and look at Dana White's answer. I think this is pretty awesome.
They also said for this special event, they would love to see the bonuses raised from 50,000. Can we do something special for this Saturday?
What did you say?
Both guys want bonuses raised from 50K for this special card. Can we make this happen?
What should it be raised to?
3 times.
100,000.
300. Go 3 times.
300.
300. 300.
300. It's done.
Let's go.
Let's go.
$300,000 for Fight Night bonuses, guys. Now, keep in mind, Justin, the highlight, Gaethje is going to be fighting. He's had more performance bonuses than anyone else. You can also possibly get more than one performance bonus in a night, right? And so I'm really excited for this. $300,000 is life-changing money for these guys. A lot of these guys fighting, I'm not saying like, Pereira makes a lot of money, Alex does. Obviously, Gaethje does, Holloway, but not everyone in the UFC is making this type of money. And so, they could be making $40,000 to $100,000 a fight. That's if they win or lose. And then also, too, so you get paid less. So let's say if your contract is 20-20. So 20 if you win, 20 just for showing up, and then 20 if you win. So you can lose half your payday. Obviously, some of these people now are getting paid more. Let's say it's a 40-40. So if the winner is a $40,000 to show up, $40,000 to win, the winner gets $80,000. The loser now would get 40 grand. So a lot of these UFC fighters, they're struggling to pay for their coaches, struggling to pay for their nutrition, their training, and all the other recovery aspects it takes in order to be the best on the elite level. So I think this $300,000 bonus is going to be an amazing opportunity. I think these fighters are going to give it their all and, of course, try to get that. I mean, wouldn't you want to just step in the ring with someone for 300 grand if like, okay, I got a puncher's chance, let me go in there. And so I think it's going to just ignite fireworks, and I'm really excited to see this. So going over here, the last thing I want to go ahead and show you, it's going to be Gaethje talking about, he was asked on the pound for pound with Henry Cejudo, what are your plans for Islam Makhachev? Do you want to fight him in June? We know that Islam has his sights set for a June fight, because he couldn't fight during Ramadan. Obviously, that's why he's not fighting in UFC 300. Everyone's tied up, so PEREIRA versus Makhachev looks like it's going to be the next thing. But we're asking, hey, Gaethje, if you win this fight, are you going to be fighting Islam in June? Let's go ahead and see what he has to say.
You go through this fight, get unscathed, you knock this dude out, you're the next person, like, you'll fight him in June. You'll fight Islam Makhachev in June.
I'm not saying that. I don't think I need to. I don't think...
Would you want to?
No. No.
Why?
Because a training camp involves putting yourself through extreme situations. You know, your body gets tired, fatigued, sore. You know, none of us go into a fight 100%. And I want my time. You know, I want my time to rest, decompress. I think that every single fight is a traumatic life experience. And I think you need to take the time, the personal time to recover mentally, physically after that. And, you know, that's 2 months from now, 8 weeks from now.
Even for whatever reason, you come unscathed.
Then he doesn't have to fight in June. He can fight in July, August. No, I want that fight. I mean, I know that I'm already... Oliveira really, you know, it all fucked things up when he cut his eye in October.
Okay, so guys, that's a little interesting. I think that's a really good mindset or tidbit of information to have. Think about like Israel Adesanya, Aljamain Sterling, just a couple of guys who just turn around really fast, Alexander Volkanovski, and you know, when you're that good, obviously, you know, you can turn around fast and you can have success, but it's not always long-lived, right? And it's not like, hey, I'm going to fight every single 3 months, because a lot of times, guys, a fight camp from the amateur all the way to the professional level, I'm going to tell you something, the fight camp, a lot of times, you are so injured, you're literally, in order to get to that peak conditioning for fight day, you are destroying your body, and you just hope, like, you're hoping that like the piece of tape you have like on your elbow, you know what I mean, or on one of your tendons, you know, you're testing your shin in the octagon, as Conor McGregor would say. You know, Conor had stress fractures in his shin and he was testing it in the octagon. So these guys, you're always going to get injured in your fight camps. I know for my first fight camp, for boxing, amateur, completely different, but I'm telling you, it took me like 2 months after my fight date to actually recover and be like, okay, now I can train again. I'm obviously nowhere near as good a shape as these guys. It's not MMA, it's boxing. It's two completely different things. Their sport is a lot more intense for what I'm doing in every single way and aspect. But even on the lower level fight camps, it's no joke whatsoever. So I really like this mindset for Justin Gaethje, and I like him also saying, hey, Islam, you don't have to fight in June. You can fight in August or something like that. So I really want to see this. You know, everyone says with Justin Gaethje, after you fight him, it looks like you got out of a car accident, right? Well, guess what? Justin Gaethje doesn't have the world's best defense. He has an amazing chin, never been knocked out, but he gets messed up too. So just as much damage as he's inflicting, he's getting quite a bit back on the receiving end. And so, yeah, you need that time to heal up. You know, and he's going to be fighting Max Holloway. I don't see really any wrestling happening in this fight. I see just Max Holloway trying to pick him apart with volume, and I see Justin Gaethje just trying to pick his shots with amazing counters, his fucking uppercut. And then also, I see Justin Gaethje throwing a lot of calf kicks, after his right hand, and then also maybe we'll see that right head kick after that too. That was awesome with Poirier when he threw the two over the top, and literally with this punch, he had the kick coming over, hit him right in the head, and that was it, lights out. And so with Gaethje, he seems like a new guy. He's more calculated. He's more, technical in his approach with his last couple of fights. It seems like he's that way too when talking. I know Gilbert Burns is saying that he's an alcoholic and he parties all the time and at every single UFC event. But the Justin Gaethje I'm seeing seems like a pretty disciplined person. I don't know him in his private life or personal life, but I do kind of like this mindset that he's not rushing. He's trying to go for gold. It might be the only or last opportunity he has. This world is not promised to us, and neither is tomorrow. So I'm really excited with all that, guys. So that being said, drop your comments down below. What do you think about Alex Pereira smashing Francis Ngannou's record as a light heavyweight? Should he move up to heavyweight and fight Tom Aspinall? I think that'd be way better than him fighting Curtis Blades. What do you think? And then also, what else did we cover today, guys? The UFC $300,000 performance bonus, guys. I think that's pretty awesome. What do y'all think? I think it's going to make the fighters perform to their absolute best. I am so excited for this event. I've never been so excited for prelims before. I usually just pay for the pay-per-view, watch the pay-per-view, maybe 2 or 3 prelims, before, depending who it is. But now it's like, man, I've never seen a prelim card this stacked. And then, what do y'all think about Justin Gaethje? Have y'all heard anything about Gilbert Burns talking about Justin Gaethje's supposed alcoholism? If you have, comment down below what you think. What do you also think about him taking his time and not returning too soon? We see a lot of people, champions mainly, but we see a lot of people, I mean, he is the BMF champion, right? A lot of people moving up quickly, trying to fight every 3 months, 3 times a year, 2 times a year, just trying to stay active as possible. And Gaethje's different approach, it seems, that he's taking with this. And what do y'all think about that? I think it's a smart thing that he's not going to be turning around in 2 months. That's just what I think. With all that being said, guys, I'm out. Peace.